Well, hello there, my friends. All right, Dr. Keffler here on Monday. We got our weekly tip coming at you here. Remember, there's a little bit of a process we got each week. The first week, we're going to be talking about something to do with posture. The second week, strengthening. The third week is going to be some sort of condition. And the fourth week will be a wellness focus on the tips of the week. So coming at you today, we are going to talk with our posture about our shoulders and our shoulders being rounded. So myself included, this is something that I had an issue with for years. And it's been really much in the last maybe 2-3 years that I've really changed this. But my default position was shoulders rounded forward versus up and back. And so that does a couple things. First off, when your shoulders are defaulted forward, that's a weaker position. That's weaker on my neck, my upper back, and my shoulders. Also, that makes my lung capacity and my lung volume smaller because my shoulders roll down. I can't get as much air in. And there's 7 nerves that come out of your neck and they run through what's called the thoracic outlet. And they form a plexus of nerves that run through this area and down. When our shoulders are up and back, it keeps the pressure nice and off of the nerves. When our shoulders round and roll forward into a default shoulder forward posture, it actually compresses on those nerves. So by compressing on those nerves, that can lead to things such as carpal tunnel symptoms, numbness and tingling, all sorts of problems. So not only does it make us weaker, and it can affect neck pain, headaches, numbness and tingling, lung volume, but it sets us up to be in a weaker position, and so we're more primed to have future injuries because our body's not turned on, engaged, and ready. So here is the shoulder default position that I used to have, and most of us have. Comes from technology and being very forward posture. Where we want to be is we want the shoulders to be up, back, and locked down. And when we do that posture, you have to squeeze between the shoulder blades, and that helps hold us up and back. If you have a hard time even getting here, that's a sign that you have an issue, a weakness within your spinal stability muscles. And so those spinal stability muscles, they're there to give you strength and support. You need to get back to some basics to strengthen, engage, and turn those on. That is where our spinal hygiene exercises come in. So if you remember our spinal hygiene exercises, belly's tight, butt's tight, you're gonna come up and you're gonna squeeze your arms back, and I'm squeezing between the back, keeping my belly and my butt tight. So we've got the eyes. You do 3 sets of 10, nice active engaged squeezing. We got the Ys. Again, sets at 10, notice my elbows are straight and I am squeezing with my back muscles between my shoulder blades. Coming down to some Ts, down to some Ws, and again I'm squeezing between my shoulder blades, really squeezing between my shoulder blades, and then down to some Ls, and we're squeezing between the shoulder blades. Those spinal hygiene exercises will help to strengthen and engage and turn on the posture muscles of our spine between our upper back and our shoulders. So stepping back to me, for years I walked around with my shoulders up and forward, and I didn't even realize it was an issue until I started going to a gym, and this person had pointed out to me, and I was like, wow, this is something I need to work on. So I started working on it, and I started working on it, and I started working on it. I worked it in the gym, I worked the spinal hygiene exercises every day, and little by little over time, it was like a good 6 to 8 months, my posture started to improve. And then one day I was walking down at Kroger in the aisle in the freezer section. I was walking down and I was looking over at my reflection, and I noticed that I, without thinking about it, had a nice shoulder up posture. And that has become my new norm, my new default. So if I can change it and improve it, you can. The spinal hygiene exercises every day, even possibly a couple times a day. Starting to be mindful when you catch yourself into a shoulder forward position, just reposition and reframe yourself. Up, back, lock them down, and starting to squeeze and engage the upper back muscles. Those are some tips and some places that you can start to focus to change that posture. It'll make you taller, stronger, prevent future injury, help with neck pain, headaches, help with numbness and tingling and carpal tunnel type symptoms. You'll be able to breathe better, get more lung capacity in, and it sets the stage for a better, stronger, healthier spine and healthier and better functioning nerve system. So that's what I've got today. We went a little bit longer, a little bit of my story, some information, things that you can do. So if you notice that you like this, Start reframing, repositioning. It'll go a long way. All right, we'll see you next week where we'll be talking about our weekly tip on strength and stability. Have a wonderful evening. Talk to you.